That was
That
bad.
was
I'm sorry.
yo.
I was
That
trying
might
to
have been the
fix
first
it.
time we fucked it up in like years.
I was trying to fix this, but at the same time, I was trying to catch up to you.
How are you, Mark? I'm not even
I'm
going.
good.
That's good.
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now I'm like a little scared for how the rest of this episode's gonna go. What is that? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to ETC. It's me and Mark with me. That rhymes somehow. This is a long ass shit.
Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Ain't you
Okay.
sick? Don't bother me.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
It's
On the beat.
What?
It's Mark and me and the and the ETC.
I was gonna say that.
I was about to go off. So y'all lucky the beat cut off. I was about to spit this crazy
It cut off
verse.
so randomly. I was really about to start too and start saying something, and I was just like, oh.
But you was picking up what I was putting down.
Yeah.
I just saw all I saw was this lone red button, and I couldn't leave it alone. So we're just gonna go back to that so I don't get distracted. But yeah, I mean that helps. What's new? What's going on? How was your past week? A lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
A lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
Should we just start doing one of those things? Like, like today's everybody's birthday. Like we're gonna go down a list. And
Yeah. So for
happy
this
birthday.
week, we're gonna go and show little Johnny here.
Yeah, like you go to a baseball game and it's on the screen for like
Yeah,
12 minutes. Everybody's birthday.
yeah.
Everybody came for their birthday.
Yeah, for some reason to that one spot. But it was good. But like you said, it was everybody's birthday, and it's so weird because I don't know why. Damn, they're so loud.
They're
I don't
having
know.
a conversation out there. Clearly, it's more like important than what we're doing in here.
Yeah. So for
Ugh.
some reason, I never understand why like March just has so many birthdays. Like,
Bro, for real, I can name off the top of my head like 10 people that I know who has
and what's
birthdays this
crazy
month.
is that like as we were young, we knew like we obviously know like 2 people that we had like birthdays that were like in our class, and we were like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then next thing you know, what you realize, you're like, oh, there's family that I have that's like birthdays, and then you start getting older, and you're just like, wait, now these people have birthdays in this March. It just keeps going. I don't know why, but for some reason, people are just born in March.
And I noticed that too a while ago, and I'm like, yo, this month has to have the most birthdays, or the most common one. It doesn't. It's like, it's not even close. I think it's like in June or something. I would have been like, yo, like, it has to be March, because everybody I know was born in March. Like, I don't know why everybody's getting freaky back in June to have babies in March. That post Memorial Day weekend baby or something. I don't know.
That Memorial Day just gets some people freaky.
Wow.
You got the grill going.
That
Glizzies.
summer heat.
Glizzies hit on the grill.
Yeah, you see them on the grill. You get a little flustered.
You're like,
You get some flashbacks.
Man.
Whew. Can you throw some burgers on there? I'm tired of looking at those.
They're like, son, let me tell you, Memorial Weekend. It's all the glizzies on the grill.
You know what it is? It's someone that first gets hot. You know every year how like that first day or like first week where it gets hot, it's like, or it goes from like being like cold as shit to hot out of nowhere, and people go from like bubble coats to like showing half their ass cheeks because they're so excited.
Yeah.
I think it's that week.
Yeah.
And then, bada bing, bada boom.
People start
It's
getting
Mr.
pretty
Worldwide.
geeky.
Yeah.
It's when you're able to leave your window open, you get that nice breeze, but it's like not too cold, but it's, that'd be hitting.
Crucial.
Yeah. That's when people start getting too freaky. But
yeah, it was your brother's birthday. It was my mom's birthday. My grandma's birthday is coming up like this week.
Yeah.
Couple homies that we knew growing up from St. Peter's birthdays. A couple other people that we probably don't talk to as much.
My other brother's birthday's this month. My dad's birthday's on Thursday. It's just
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. It's just, it's insane. I don't get why there's so many birthdays in March, but
those weenies.
Well, at least for what we know. Those weenies, yeah. Those weenies, yeah. But yeah, it was a good week.
Where do weenies come from?
Well, wait, is it
the word weenies? Because I was just in ShopRite Saturday, and on the Oscar Mayer box it said uncured weenies. What's that difference from like a hot dog and a weenie? I don't think it is. What were you gonna say? This is before unless you want to keep talking about weenies.
No, I don't think we need to talk about weenies as much as we talked about Memorial Day. But yeah, so like you said, it was one of our other homies Edwin's birthday, and that was lit. I went over there, and it was pretty chill and fun. What was really funny is that I didn't really eat during the day because I was like, oh, there's gonna be food there. And everyone, if you're watching this, it's just so funny because at least when I saw Quentin there, we had the same thought. So I went there because for the majority of the times I ever go over Edwin's house for like a celebration or party, this man always has Domino's there.
Domino's pizza.
And I was so hyped for it, bro, because I ain't have nothing to eat really. I had something probably small when I left work earlier in the morning, like for my afternoon shift. But I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna get some pizza when I get there, bro. There was no pizza.
No
bro.
pizza.
I was so disappointed.
And you said Quentin thought the same thing.
Yes, like I went up to Quentin. I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm so hungry." I was like, "I ain't nothing." And I was like, "Bro, I thought when I was gonna come here, there's gonna be some Domino's." He was like, "Yo, bro, me too." I was like, "Damn."
Y'all should have just ordered some to the house.
Bro, what was funny is that later on that night, there was other people that did come. And they like planned way ahead of time. They got there within like 5, almost 10 minutes. Somebody knocked on their door and had like cheesesteaks and fries coming. I was like, damn. I was like, shit, I had done this. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't do it. They had like I think his mom made like meatballs and they basically had like bread and you were just able to do that. So it was chill. I had one of those and I was fine. But it was just that idea that I really
I
anticipated.
would have pulled that app out real quick.
I really anticipated Domino's and it didn't show up there, and I was just like, "Damn,
We
bro."
would have did that mix and match. We would have
Right,
had
true.
pasta bowls and everything on the way.
Yeah, but it was fun. Then later that night, I also played beer pong. I played with some. I'll get to it. I played one game at one point, lost, but we did take the guy to 2 cups. I don't know what this guy was on that we were playing against, bro. And I mean to tell you, like, I thought I was good. like I'm gonna give him his props. Bull just never missed. Like he missed one or a couple, and you're like, okay, we good. We can
He's
come
human.
back. We can come back. And then like you go and you're like, okay, I made one. And the next thing you know, he goes, just hits them back to back, and you're just like, bro, like for your one, he just makes like 3, and you're like, dog, I can't do this. So the first time we almost won. Then again later when I went back, it was like down in his basement. Later we went down, and there was actually somebody that showed up there. It was a girl, but it was her cousin, and he was like from Toronto. So it was pretty cool. It was like crazy because he's just like so far away. But-
666.
Yeah, basically. So I'll get to it. It was so funny. So everybody was just always like kind of. He was just joy. He didn't care. Like, he was like fucking around, like laughing too. Every time they like tried to, like they called him. His name was JJ, but every time they called him, he was just like, "Yo, Toronto, yo, Toronto, what's up? Yo, get over here." Every time, because I played with him the next time. And we were undefeated for like 5 games straight. Like we were just going ham, just knocking people out. So that shit was fun. But yeah, everybody was just kind of calling Toronto. Then one of other Edwin's cousin, like he had like his own like kind of like speaker, and he brought that downstairs, and he was just like playing like Drake, freaking The Weeknd, Tory Lanez. He was just playing. He was like, "Yo, this is for you, Toronto. We're playing this for you right now." And he was like, "Yeah, I appreciate that." It was pretty funny. But yeah. Besides that, it was just probably like a chill night. We were just vibing, but yeah, for the most part, I played beer pong, and that was yeah, it's pretty lit. Just knocking people out, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a teardrop coming down my face right now. The story was so beautiful that I just have this one teardrop that unprovoked is just.
Nice.
I'm gonna just let it rock out. I'm gonna see if it falls eventually. But yeah, that's what's up. Didn't get to go because it was also my mother's birthday as well. You know, went out to eat, grab some food, chilled for a little bit, get rid of gifts. It was a good
Where'd y'all go?
time, fun time. It was like it's a spot in New Jersey, but it's like a family like Hispanic joint that like
Oh.
my aunt was like
Lit.
my aunt knew somebody that works there, so we all just kind of like went there and
Cool.
ate there.
I mean, that sounds awesome, honestly.
Yeah, it's good as shit. Like I would recommend it. It's
Yeah.
just like it would be kind of far from you. It's like a half hour
Yeah,
from me.
I was pretty sure he's probably out the way.
Yeah.
But-
So like, but if you ever up there, we'll just bring you to
Yeah.
it. Cool people, cool food. It's just like it's a real ass like
authentic, yeah, kinda.
authentic, just ducky like family spot.
Mhm.
So it's just like it's not fancy at all, but like the food's just popping.
Yeah.
And the people are cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool.
But we in there like 3 times already, so I'm getting kind of tired of it.
Oh,
But-
really? Okay.
Bro, like in the last month we ate there like 3 times.
Oh, I thought that was the first time, yo.
Nah, bro. We ate for my dad's birthday, which was last month. And then we went in between just randomly, just because.
Okay.
And then we went yesterday. And I'm just
that
like,
makes sense. It's like, oh, you went the first time. That was really good. And then you're just like, well, hey, you know, like,
Let's just try it
Let's
again.
try it again. Like, you know, maybe we'll get something different this time. And now this time it's just like, well, I mean, if we can't think of a place,
Yeah.
might as well.
we could have, but I was just like, I asked him like, "Oh, we going to eat, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, like where are we going?" He's like, "Oh, the one spot." I'm like, "Oh."
Like, was this because like there was like a type of
Like I could get us other
coupon,
reservations, guys.
yo?
Like,
Is there like a coupon thing or something? Like, was that the reason?
because it's like not don't get like again, the food is good as shit,
No, yeah,
but it's also at the end of the day Puerto Rican food, which is what I eat
What you eat all the time
on the daily.
Yeah,
And they have
For the
some
most
shit that
part.
I like we usually don't make, but like the majority of the menu is like rice and whatever meat you want or fish you
that's
want.
usually how it always be.
Yeah,
You
and they
get
got
this
other
meat.
little shit too, but it's like at a certain point, it's like how many
Yeah,
times
you're
can I
not
try
trying-
something new? It's
yeah,
not the
yeah.
Cheesecake Factory
True.
where that shit is just like this
8
thick,
pages, 8 pages,
all
long.
different, like every fucking country's cuisine, and just
Yeah.
every dish you could think of. So I'm just like, damn, like I don't even know what to eat anymore. Like
Mhm.
I'm getting kind of tired of it, but it's still good. It's just one of them things. Like, damn, bro, like. I've tried a lot of places. I gotta get us a reservation somewhere else, like right now. Like, like I
True,
know
yeah,
places
yeah,
off
yeah.
the top of my head.
Yeah, you know places. Yeah, and like I said, with that whole open table, like you could literally just find
Look
stuff,
wherever, like,
yeah, like you'll have lists of stuff if they have like a spot open for anything. So,
but
but you know, some people just like,
yeah,
we know we can get a spot, so let's just why not? You know, like
it was cool. Though. I got to see some family that I haven't seen in a minute, so it was
Mhm.
worth it. But yeah, I mean, birthdays, bro. Wow.
you know, yeah, March. And
March
it's still
Madness.
and it's still the March Madness. But yeah, it's still the beginning of March. So
Facts. What is it? The 14th today?
yeah, it's the 14th. So still beginning of March, and pretty sure everybody else still has their birthday coming.
So I'm gonna be going back for a 4th time for my grandma's birthday.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
I'm like, dumb. I just bring my own food. Like, no disrespect. I'm just tired of this.
Like, yeah, I got a Burger King.
It was across the street. That's all it was.
Different. You know, something a little different. But yeah, so you got March, and then what is it? What, March, April?
Yep, that's usually how the months be going.
I'm paying attention after December sometimes.
We forget until it comes up again.
Well, really, it's really March. Like once it gets to March, after that, I don't really be like paying attention to the months. It's just like if it's June or like May or June, I just know that it's like all right,
It's hot.
It's hot. Like it's summertime at this point. Like I know where I'm at now.
Time is not a factor.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
on
not
summer
a factor.
vacation.
Yeah, like at that point, I understand what point of the year I'm at. You know.
You know
Okay.
what's ass, bro? That just made me think of. This is the first summer where I won't have like a break. It's just like I work now full
Oh
time.
yeah.
I don't get like a summer break.
This is true.
I kind of want to cry.
That teardrop's still there.
Yeah. That shit is, wow. I'm old.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, you know, you can always make time for yourself. You know.
Living that 9 to 5 life. A member of corporate America.
America.
I'm not
9
mad
to
about
5,
it.
And I don't even get to come back home because I'm already home.
Yep. My office is my home.
My office is my home. Oh man.
Young me is not disappointed at all. So,
Eventually, everything will change at some point.
that's why we do this. Hopefully one day, you know, we
True,
just,
right.
we could just say, get the fuck out of here. We got our own studio. We don't got to deal. Let me not say that on camera before they start. I don't know what fucking with our chairs or something. But we just record it when they would
Right,
just fall back.
Somehow the lights just cut off. Like, oh yeah.
But something I did want to ask you about that is like actively happening since yesterday or this weekend. I know we talked about him at like nauseum at this point, but like it just keeps coming up and it gets more and more entertaining every day. So I'm gonna bring it up. Did you see this text conversation between Pete Davidson and Kanye?
So what's funny is that I did see it.
More importantly, did you see the TikTok that Kim and North posted?
No, so I
Okay.
didn't see that.
While you give your 2 piece on it, I'm gonna pull that up for
Okay.
you.
So what's funny is that I did see it, but the one time I did see it, I didn't really look into it because I thought it was just something that was like somebody probably like fake photoshopped. So I was just like, oh, okay, this is just somebody obviously just trying to like get views, get likes. Like they're just trying to say like whatever. They took a screenshot of him and just whatever. So I was just like, whatever. Then recently I kind of looked at it again and actually read it. I was just like, oh shit. This is like actually something they text about. And it was just funny because like you got him just really like going off trying to just like be like, yo, like you need to stop all this. And then Kanye's just like, oh, you trying to do profanity? He's
Oh,
like,
you cussing now?
Right. You trying to say profanity? And he's just like, oh, where you at? And then that's where Pete was just like,
I'm in bed with your wife.
I was just like, wow.
Yikes. But I'm gonna show you this real quick so we can get the full conversation going. I'm just gonna swipe up.
Yeah, so it definitely seems like Pete has had an effect on their life. Definitely seems like within the time they've done this, Pete has had some effect on their life. But yeah,
You know who sings that song? Machine Gun Kelly and Willow Smith. Just to give you more context.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Neither of them give off emo to me at all. I know
No,
Machine
they
Gun
don't.
Kelly went from like being rapper, like I'm a
Yeah,
wild
yeah.
boy, to, you know, punk rock or whatever it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But Willow, though, no. I don't
Well,
think,
no.
I don't think she gives off that vibe. I know she's like mad, like spiritual and whatnot, and like she's like an amazing singer, don't get me wrong. Like her actual like music that she be dropping is fire. And she has a great voice. But like I don't know what sparked that song. I don't know if they're being like dead serious
True. Yeah.
in that song.
I don't know, but clearly people are using it.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Emo girl. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of wild. Like people are kind of siding with Kanye with this whole situation though. Well, not the whole situation, but like that text in particular, because he like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like,
What?
like who, like, I'm not going to ask who's in the wrong in this, but it's like, you saw the thread, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, like Pete's being the aggressor in this situation, da-da-da. Like, why is he sending the photo? Why is he cursing? Why is he trying to like link up with him or whatever? Like he's being like aggressive for no reason. I'm like, just like, yo, like up until this point, he really wasn't saying shit. Like Kanye was just like posting memes or like posting photos, like calling him by his whatever skeet to mess with him.
That shit is so funny, bro. I don't know what.
There's people like sending him death threats and shit. He was saying like all this shit about Pete like publicly in all these videos, and he's kind of been quiet. So at a certain point, like if I'm like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna hit you up like, yo, like you drawn, like I ain't really want anything to do with this, but you keep going, so I gotta speak up, and that's basically what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like you need to chill. And he's just like, oh, like you cursing at me now. Like as soon as you did all that other shit, like you posted a music video or a photo of like you basically burying Pete Davidson. And that actually, I don't know if you know that actually happened, but all that shit. And as soon as he's like, oh, like what the fuck is your problem? He's like, oh, why are you cursing at me, bro? Like I'm a man of God.
Right.
Like, bro, like don't act stupid. Like
Yeah,
you were just wilding out all this time, and as soon as he gets big with you too, like that's the issue. Like I'm a fan of Kanye, but it's also at the same time like,
no, yeah, I thought of the same thing too, because I know like for the amount of stuff, like I didn't see everything, but I knew like the whole thing, like with Kanye, like you said, like doing all those things and just basically Pete just being quiet, not saying anything. So I knew for the most part, like he wasn't saying anything because I would never hear anything about Pete doing anything. He's just, unfortunately, he's just with his wife. So
Yeah.
like, I guess that could
who's
be
technically not his wife anymore. They're like officially
now
like separated.
they're not, but at the time, like you know, they were just like with each other. So at that point, I could understand, like, yeah, you are kind of being, you know, you're with another man's wife.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should at least like be fully divorced for you to be doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, but that, I mean, they were separated. Like that happens all the time.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, people always have reasons for why like they end up doing stuff. So that could have just been the reason why Kanye was like, okay, I'm gonna do this stuff. But again, for now being like fully divorced and all that, and like if it's still going on, like bro, like at this point I'm gonna have to say something to you. I'm not just gonna let you keep doing that, like play me. Like at the end of the day, I'm still a human being. Like you're not gonna like basically push me to the edge. Like at that point, like I don't know.
And like I was with him originally. Like I get why he's upset, but he just like his reaction makes us like, all right, bro, like relax. Because initially it was like, oh, like whole thing. They divorced or began divorcing. And it was like she started posting videos with Kim and Northwest on TikTok, and he was like, "Yo, like, to be honest, like I don't really want her posting video, like having access to that stuff, because people gonna draw. Like that part I fully understand. Like he's Kanye West. It's very well known that that's his daughter. People are gonna bid. Like that's just how people are. Like people troll with adults. You don't think like kids are like away from that or free from that. So like, yo, like I don't want her on it. So Kim was like, all right, I'm gonna turn off the comments. Valid, whatever. Like I guess that kind of solves. Like she gets to post and have her fun. Nobody can really say shit to her. So like, cool. I guess it's like you meet in the middle because it's a kid. Like at the same time, you still want like them to because they're gonna be around their friends.
Yeah, you want them to explore themselves. Because,
yeah, like their friends are gonna be talking about that shit all the time. Like that's what they doing. So like you gotta at least find some way to make it work. Like make it safer.
Yeah.
Word. Cool. Done deal. Then there's this whole shit with Kim and Pete. So he's like, oh, like, damn, that's out of pocket. Like, you're my homie. Like, we would go out and eat together and shit. Like, we was actually cool. Then you go on SNL with my wife or whatever. Next thing you know, like, y'all together. And at first, I genuinely thought it was fake. I don't know if it still is or not. I don't know how deep it is. At this point, he could have just took a picture in anybody's bed. It would have been bad. Like, it would have been hard as fuck if he was just, like, with your wife and she's in the photo. I'd be like, damn, bro, Kanye. Like, I fuck with you.
Yeah, that was.
But you got to delete your account right now. Like, you got to get off the internet. You need to stop this. That's like checkmate. But like, no, that literally, he could have just been in his house.
Yeah.
Taking that photo. Like, that was, all you saw was him and like the headboard.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
But, yeah, like, it's just, like, I get why he's upset about that. Like, he felt like, I guess, betrayed or I don't know what. Obviously, it's his wife. He's upset. And then also, as somebody he knows. And it's also somebody that's cool with people that he knows, like Kid Cudi and whatnot. So he's upset with those people too now. And then just all these random posts and rants and like, I don't know, just all the extracurriculars I'm not with. Like he has like, it's completely understandable why he's upset, but he takes it to a point where it's like, damn, bro, like it's kind of hard to like be on your side.
Yeah, because it's starting to get to a point where you just feel like you said, like the whole threatening and stuff. It seems a little bit too real. Like, and again, it could, from his point of view, like that's how he feels. But it's like at the same point, you got to understand and realize, like you can't be doing this. Like I don't know. That's why the whole thing with like social media and the internet is just so like hard at this point because, you know, it's so easy to just go through that and just kind of like say whatever, but it's like, bro, y'all just need to come up face to face. Like, y'all just need to talk it out. And I mean, like, talk it out. Nobody else with y'all. Like, just talk it out.
And that's what he tried to do. But like, Kanye is like, oh, like, I want to do it in front of people. And then P is like, nah, like, let's just, like, I'm not trying to do it for no publicity or nothing. Like, I genuinely just want to be done with it. Like, link up with me here and here. And we just knock it out. But Kanye's whole thing has been like, oh, like control my narrative and like y'all not gonna twist my shit or like I want to be fully transparent. That's why he says that he's being so public about it.
Okay.
Because like he doesn't want it to be like,
he
doing shit behind the scenes, and then in the public like it gets spun a certain way, and it's just like makes him seem like the asshole. Because like it is fucked up too. Like I think it was one of his kids' birthday, and he like wasn't invited.
Oh yeah,
and he like posted publicly like, yo, like they not letting me.
I think it was North, wasn't it?
Yeah. Either that or yeah. One of them. Either that or it was like one of the nephews.
It was one of the daughters, I feel like I remember,
But he was like, yo, like, I genuinely want to be there for my daughter.
Yeah,
and like, they not telling me the location. I'm not trying to start I'm there, like, I want to be there for her. And they bidding on me. And then ended up, like, somebody sent it over to him after he did all that shit. Yeah. So like, all right, cool. Like, I feel you. Like, I genuinely understand. Like, if you went there causing no problems and you genuinely were just wanted to, like, sing happy birthday and bring a gift to your daughter, like, you should be able to do that. As long as you're not causing ruining the party.
Yeah.
So like at times like that, I understand. And then he's like, oh, I want to do it in public just because I want to meet with you and everybody see that I'm not trying to be on no bullshit. I don't want things to get twisted any certain way.
Yeah.
But it's just rough. Like that's always been the thing with Kanye though. It's like his points and issues that he brings up be real as fuck. But just the way he like
his personality.
The way he expresses himself is not as calculated as it should be, so it just comes off as crazy.
I'm just thinking about the whole John with the pudding, like we said.
What was that, like last week or the week before?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, like it's like, all right, bro, like if you give me the full scope, I might be with you. Yeah. But if I would just walk in your house and you watching stuff and you offer me pudding, if you watching Pete Davidson and offer me pudding, I might have some questions. And if you can't give me those answers, it's kind of hard for me to rock with you. If you walked in my house and I was doing that, what would you do?
I really be like, hey, yo, what the fuck you watch? Like, what's going on? And you better like be like, oh shit, you better not be no
Yeah.
chill. Like, hey, what's up, man? You just still have it
My
going.
favorite show.
Like, no, you better be like on some oh shit.
Like,
Like,
oh.
yeah, like you better know it's wrong. Like, don't sit there and act like it's a normal thing.
I'm gonna do that to you. Watch.
No.
Like I'm gonna tell you like, oh, I just got a place, bro. Like come through, and I'm gonna let you come through like 3 or 4 times. But then like that 5th time, I'm gonna just be, what's up, bro? Join me.
Blanket over the lap, just fully like no shirt on. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good.
I got a thing.
Oh, bro, I
gotta
just
go
forgot
to.
something outside.
I forgot my mask.
Right, I forgot my mask, bro.
You just hear the car pull off. But what would you do if you were Pete and if you were Kanye? Start with Pete because we talked about Kanye enough.
I mean, Pete, I feel like, again, like I said, he should have just, like, I don't know, especially just knowing, like, who this woman is and who this man is.
I mean, it was if you know, like for you, if you were like, yo, like it's Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
They just broke up. I'm about to go into a relationship with one of those members of the family.
Mhm.
You know you getting into some shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like, no, like, I know no matter what, I'm going to get into some, like, shit.
with those 2 names is
Yeah, I know I'm gonna-
evil's afoot.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get into some shit, but my thing is, I would rather just wait until shit cooled down between them because they were already having some shit as far as just between themselves, like obviously. So
Yeah, Uncle John.
yeah, so for me, I'm just like, why enter that while like the flame is still going on and you just basically added more fuel to the fire, and now it's going to a point where it's more just that's the main point because of that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I was Pete, I would have just rather like wait, like because I felt like it wouldn't have mattered. I felt like no matter what, he probably still could have got her. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like if him coming in at that moment, he was like, this is my only opening. Like, I don't know if that came to him in a dream or something. Like, this is my only opening to get her. Like, I need to do this now. But
Well, at the same time, like if you're in that position, I mean, I guess
like if she came to me and said something like oh, like
he's probably like, I don't want to fumble the bag.
that's like, yeah, like you
Yeah.
know, like oh, I don't, this is like I can't mess
And
this
like
up.
in any situation, this can't be bad for him. Like it's either publicity or bread or whatever it could be,
Yeah.
or love.
we
The
can't forget
best
about
part.
that. We can't forget about that part, people. Love. So yeah, it's just to me, I'm like, I don't know. Again, it all depends on how it really went. We don't know that obviously, like whether or not like what went down first or whatever. But yeah, for me, I would have thought like just wait because I don't know, just seeing how like Kanye is and then Kim just being Kim. So
I still feel like that relationship is bullshit.
I mean, it does just look weird and just not like they actually could. But let me not.
Nah,
let me
like
not.
I believe that part 100%. Because Pete has a track record of people that is just like, damn, bro, like, what are you doing with this person?
Really?
Like Ariana Grande,
Yeah, I was gonna.
and then I forget who else before that, but like it's people that like he's a regular looking guy. Like he's tall,
He's lanky.
he's lanky,
He's lanky.
funny.
Lanky.
and he has asthma and what was the other thing? Lyme's disease. And, more power to him. But respectfully, as one guy from another, it's usually not something that, girls are looking out for. Now, at the same time,
They don't care about asthma.
yeah,
Damn.
but at the same time, he's successful.
No, true. Yeah.
He's genuinely, I do find him funny in certain
No.
instances.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff he says, and I'm just like, wow, bro.
And he might be like certain people's type. Like there's definitely
no.
there's definitely a market or not a market. What's the right word?
I know. I
guess,
know
like
what you're trying to say though. Like I was trying to think of it too.
There's people's type where your boy falls under just
Yeah.
skinny / lanky people, and he has the tattoos to go with it too to add on to it, and he just gives off like chill stoner vibes, and people just like that look to people.
Yeah.
So I never thought that Kim would like everything before was like athletes, and then Kanye just happened to be a rapper.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know. So I don't think that he couldn't have like gotten into a relationship with Kim. I just feel like it's so like out there in public and like all this shit going on. I feel like it's fake. Cause like one day he pulled out with like a hickey on his neck.
Mhm.
Like, does Kim give off the type of person who will give him like hickeys?
Mm.
I feel like,
Oh.
especially if she's like in her mid-30s, like that's such a teenager thing to do.
Get your ass up and work.
That's a whole other thing. You
I
just
know,
opened a whole other can of worms.
It kind of reminded me.
Forget all this shit. Let's talk about her for a little bit. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
You know what triggered that? I saw the brief clip.
Yeah, I
but,
only
like,
saw the clip. I don't know exactly what. I don't know if it was from the show
I don't really
or
think
if
there's.
it was from like the actual. Like, yeah.
I don't really think there's anything more that we could like get from that. Because people are like, oh, like that's out of context. Like I don't think there's more context that could save that.
Yeah, it's.
But I don't know if y'all hear that, but somebody.
Bro, it sounds like someone dying.
Somebody stepped on a dog outside.
But yeah, I don't. It's just what she said is literally like what she said. You really, like you said, you can't really go around.
Unless there was like a quote before that, like, oh, like this other person said.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only way
Yeah.
that she could get saved out of that. And
Else-
for what it sounded like, that was not the case.
Yeah, she literally just said, people are like what I think she said, like something like people are just lazy today.
Yeah, like women, like, because I think somebody asked her like for advice for women in business or like starting their own business. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And she said like not even just people. I'm pretty sure she said like women don't want to work anymore or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did
I
she
don't know
say
if it's
people?
women or people. I feel like it might have been people though. I don't think she probably would have said women. I think she was saying like people just don't want to work these days. You need to
Okay.
get your ass up and work.
Let me see.
Yo, I saw this one John on Instagram or Twitter. I think it was Twitter. And it was somebody's tweet and then somebody like basically like subtweeted it. And they were and it was her post and she put a post on her dress. She was like, "Oh, does my she was like, "Oh, how does my dress look?" And the person subtweeted back. They were like, "Oh, I don't know, Kim. We're working."
Advice for women in business.
Okay.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
Get your fucking
It
ass.
seems like nobody wants to work these days.
So yeah.
So true. You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments.
So it started off asking about women, and she kind of went general after that.
She went general,
Which is very like hearing from both like her and then the rest of them in general is very annoying because like one obviously like we know like I don't know, it's tough because like she's in charge of a lot of shit, but I also don't know how much she controls or puts
Yeah.
into it.
Mhm.
I know she did her whole lawyer shit, whatever, and then she also has like rich parents and like stepfather was also rich, and they've just been lucky enough to even at least be like mid to high class their entire lives.
Yeah,
So like to hear that is annoying as shit.
it is.
But also, Chloe, the one she was also next to her in that video, she did some other shit too about like like how, because like her whole thing was like she used to be bigger and she lost weight and like people kind of looked to her as like a advice point for that. I don't know why, but she was like, oh, like you gotta like hard work and like exercise and like cut out all this other foods and like diet properly. People don't want to do that anymore. People just want to like I don't know what. She just said a whole bunch of bullshit similar to what Kim said.
Yeah.
So it's just like damn, bro. Like y'all all got surgery in some way, type of form. Especially her. Like as the years pass by, you see it more and more. So it's like, who are you to say that shit? To like when you had a lot of help to do that shit. It took you thousands of dollars to like appreciate your body, and you telling other people to do the same.
Yeah, and it's like as hard as it is to say for them, it's just like they just unfortunately like, and it's crazy because she said, "Oh, you only have one life." But it's just crazy for her to say something like that because, like, unfortunately for her, she will never, ever understand what it's like to be in our place or any type, like, lower. Like, it's...
Yeah.
So for her to say that is just, like, weird because, again, people do up high, do still work. They still do go through a lot of shit,
it's a different type of work and, like, different type of, like, a lot of times... It's more planning and shit. It's not like construction or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's still work in some way. Like it takes some type of labor and like whatever.
Yeah.
But when you have assistants out the ass and you're getting driven and flown and dressed and done everything like that, it's like, damn,
when
bro. Like,
literally you barely have to pick up a finger for
Yeah.
the majority of your life. It's just like, damn, like, I don't know. Like I said, some people up high, they definitely work and put the time in, but you definitely know there's a certain level of people though that, like you said, is just getting carried for the most part. And I don't know. That's why I'm like, she'll never understand that, unfortunately.
You know who really be putting in the work? The mom.
The mom.
Their mom.
Oh, Oh yeah.
Their mom,
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Bro, if
but
you
we
want-
run out of time. We're not gonna
Yeah,
get
if
into
you
her.
wanna
But,
talk
but
about-
she's a real fucking hustler.
Yeah, if you want to talk about networking and shit like that, like that's her.
Publicity
like,
and
yeah.
PR, like yo, she all of her everybody that came out of her cooch or out of her kids' cooches,
Yeah.
vaginas. I'm sorry, that sounds mad vulgar. I'm gonna stop
Right.
saying cooch. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be respectful. Everything that she gave birth to and that her kids gave birth to have made them all millionaires, if not billionaires.
Mhm.
So that shit is wild. Even though she had bread before that too, like, but not as much as they did now. But
yeah. But yeah, her like success and her
she
just
needed a 30 for 30.
her plan just kind of made them all successful in a way. So
Shit is wild. But we're gonna get out of here, Mark. Where can they find you?
you can find me on Instagram, etc Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, Twitch at Marky Mark as well. Victor, where can they find you and etc. at?
You can find me on everything at ETC Victor. That is ETC Victor. Etc. Stuff is at Real Etc. That's REALETCETERA. Hey, I didn't do that in a minute, but I hit it though. Appreciate all the love on the road to 1,000 subs. Very exciting, very thankful. It's that first little milestone before it's like, all right, we could do 10 now. Do it
True.
a couple more times. And we almost got 100,000 views, if we don't already have it already. So appreciate all the love. We working hard. We trying to grow. We busting our ass. We doing this day in and day out for y'all, for ourselves.
We getting our asses up and working.
We getting our asses up and working. People don't want to work anymore. So you got one life.
One life.
Go do something with your life. See you guys next time. Bye.